Hey, what's up guys, it's Chan Gaming and today we're back with another tutorial. Man, the last time I had was something like this was so long ago. Anyways, today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to edit something like a cool intro on my channel that... Okay, so here's a sample I made. Okay, so first of all, I'm not going to be showing you how to make that exact same thing. I'm going to be making something similar, but like not the same exact thing. Anyways, let's get into this. Anyway, so let's say we wanted to start off, but we need a song for this. I already have like a whole hack of songs. If you want to get any of these songs, you can go and check out Panda Eyes. He's the one who has been making all the songs for this. So let's see. I'm gonna get back to you as soon as I got the songs. Alright, now that we have the song, let's zoom in onto this one here. Yeah, okay, so we have the song. We don't need the whole thing. We just need to like find the good spots. So if we were to do that first, let's try and find a spot close to what we want, which is right to the drop. Alright, we found a spot. So let's zoom in. We need to get accurate stuff here. So, oh yeah, if you're wondering how I'm using these shortcuts, just click on the shortcuts tab up here and you can find every shortcut you need for any of this stuff, basically. So yeah, I kind of memorized a few of them. So now we want to find the spot. To do that, we have to go on and see. So if we had something like this, you can see that there's like part of the bass gone. Let's move it back a bit. Now you can hear the bass perfectly. But just to make sure, you move it back one more and see if it is any more clear. And if you listen closely there, you can see that there's a little delay. That's where we put it, where we found it. So now this is going to be our best spot. That's where we mark it, because this is going to be crucial. Now we need to find a new spot. We need to find where that effect starts. Now we're close. So yep, it's on this. So now this is where you think I'm going to mark it again. Oh no, this is where you're wrong. We have to delete left. If you want, we can just do this, but I just prefer to use this tab, is it easier for me. We can just like now take this all the way back. As we are still zoomed in, so it might take a little while. Like, best to keep it zoomed in, because then you're gonna get more accurate stuff. So yeah, now we got our song. But of course, there's still like a whole another pack of this. Now this is where cutting in comes in. Let's head back to our little marker over here. Now that's actually something you need to do really crucially and carefully. Now we need to find where that beat switches from one type to another. And as you can see, it's 12F right here. I do not know why they decided to go with F and stuff, but it's called 12F. So now we could also use the shortcut W for cutting it right. If we want to cut it from the middle, we just have to use Control B. But I'm just using this side mostly. Now as you can see, we have ourselves a shorter length. Like let's say we play the song. and we'll only get it up to 15.12 seconds of this thing. So now we need to click our stuff over here, and you can see I have like quite a lot of my own videos. As I was thinking, why not just like start making an intro with all of, like a lot of my videos. Like I have around 39 videos right now. Some of them are not available for my PC because of keeper's key problems. I don't know why it says restricted mode is on. But I'm not gonna really worry about that much, as I can just see and things that I need right now. So I got like some around 11 or so of them. I don't know how many, but like still is quite a few. So 6, 9. Yeah, we have 13 of these guys. So let's start off. But this still, actually, I do not need this guy. So yeah, let's just keep it low. The reason why I do not need that one is because of because of how it is made. The ratio is not equal. If you want something good, you need to make sure the ratio is equal. In this case, it's the ratio is equal to every other video over here. So it's going to give you a good look. Like, let's say you are going to add something, well, like cube. I'll explain that in a bit. So let's start off with our first part. So to begin, I'd say, like, on the intro you saw I was using this video. So for this one, I think I should grab this guy. So this is that car parking multiplayer video I made, I think around a year ago or so. Come on, I barely remember my own videos. So now we are going to go in and grab ourselves a spot where we can get something nice. So like, let's say, yes, this is a good one. So now we find that there. And then we bring it over here. Cut. Now if you look carefully, let's make sure it's accurate. Aha, it is perfectly accurate. So now if we look at this, you can hear the video as well. That's where this part comes in. We don't want to hear the video audio, so that's why we use this. But be sure you don't do anything with this, because that's going to make the video hidden. We don't want that. But now this is where we do it with, like this. Now you see, since it's like not even too much of this, you can just like, let's say I play this and then you'll only see it for a bit. See? But like now you might be wondering, what about those effects I had last time? That's where animation comes in. You see, like, there's like a lot of these animations and stuff. And at this point you can see like quite a few of them. But like we need the combo if we're going to be going for something good. But like in this case we don't really need any of these effects, as if we go up here and use the effects tab, we can see many of these. And then like there's also this type of effects. But like I'm thinking we go with okay, so that's the end. Where is something? Portrait open. Yes, this is a good effect. You can see it is also playing the effect when I click it. But it's not working that much that easily. So let's add the effect. You can just like drag it up here if you want, but I just put it over here, in here. Now it's going to be limited. So look what happens. Now we got that effect. We work now. After this is where we bring in our next video. Of course we use the same method. You'll just drag it onto the main clip. I wouldn't really play with any of the cover stuff over here, as that's just going to add an extra delay. Like it's going to be having I think around a 0.1 second delay on that thing, which nobody wants right now. So let's see, I'm thinking oh I know, I'm gonna bring out this video. So now you can see we just have the full video on this one. Now that's something we don't want. That's where we skip it over here. See, now it's in the middle. Now this is where we cut it again. Of course I use the shortcuts. And now look, it's only playing from there. But this is where we need to get stuff nice. You see, if you look back at the other one, you can see that like always the video will switch on the bass. That's actually going to give a good effect. So that's what we're going to be looking for now, the bass. Zoom back into the accurate spots. Now, of course, we can estimate where you think it's going to be, and then of course you have to be like that. You have to also listen very carefully if you want to do this stuff correctly. Yes, now look here. If I even play from here, you can hear that perfectly, but if I play from here, there's a little bit off. So that's why we're going to be choosing here. We cut it from there, and yes, now this is where I'm going to be talking about the cube thing. So, if you remember that video I like deleted from this section there, that was not in the same ratio. So if I were to place this effect, that is not going to be good. Oh yeah, if you want to make sure, you can always just do this. See, it's always ending on the next one. So yeah, but like we're not going to be needing this effect for this part, as I was thinking. So for an intro, like you can choose whatever you want on this one, but I'm just going to go for the train. And then let's choose our next video. I'm going to go for another Roblox video. Why not? Because you got to keep the theme up for that section of that. So now let's skip over and then cut ourselves a part. We need to get a good part of this thing. Ah yes. So now let's move back to, yes, this spot. Now, if you can see, it's only going to play from that spot on. Now this is where we go and look for the bass again. This time we found it on 12F. I think you know what to do here. We just cut it out like that. And now, like, let's say you actually chose train for this side. Now you can see there's more than one type of train. Now this is where you have to be really crucial. If you did choose train and you want an awesome transition, so we have train 1. Now we need to find, oh yeah, there's train 2, which is this one. So if we go for train 2, now look at this. Perfect transition. So now this is where we go on and like switch things up a bit. We go for another video. But like still, we're going to be using the train one for this, as then it's going to get like good transitions. We need like transitions that actually are really good. And it should match with the music. If it doesn't, then there's no use in that anyways. So now let's say I chose this one. This one already has a part that's good on the sneak peek. So I guess I'm just going to choose the part from the sneak peek. We found it. It's in between 8F and 10F. So basically 9F. So we just cut this over and then bam. Now we, of course, will have to choose train 3. Where is that guy now? There. And then who should we add next? So we got that guy. So this is the only Roblox one left. Again, this guy, we need to cut it out a bit. We need to find the part of a gameplay. Ah yes, here's a good part of the gameplay. Now let's go back to our original clips. Again, try to find the bass or snare or clap or something like that, but never a hi-hat. Never a hi-hat. Found it. It's 4F. So this guy, of course, we're gonna have to be using train 4. So now let's say I'm going to play it back, and I'm gonna show you like how good this is. So let's look at it. You see, we got perfect transitions. Now this is where things get interesting. We switch up it. So on this one now you can see that we finished the Roblox episode, so the Roblox is now not needed. Now this is where we switch up the games. We add up this now. Yeah, you can do that if you want. Alright, let's choose ourselves a spot. And move back. Oh, went a little too far back, but that's okay. We found it. So now, like you see, there's only 4 trains. So this is where we switch up the type. So we have the stress sort, but for this one I'm going to use the zoom in. So now we are on Among Us game. So I just like to keep things normal and then like make sure it's like the same game as it's like organizing. Like it's really organized. I'm not a person that's never organized. I really hate things that are shuffled up and stuff. Even if I were to be listening to music or something like that, I'd never listen to it on shuffle. Alright, so 25 left. Oh, black. So yep, I remember we used zoom 1, so we use. Now let's look back at it and make sure we're good. You can see that this is going pretty well. So now let's add another one. So we have these guys, that's also Among Us. I think we still have another one Among Us. No, those were pretty much all the Among Us. Now let's switch up the game. Let's go, but like, we still need a few Among Us's. Wait a minute. I just realized we never added this guy. This is one of my older videos, that's why the intro is like that. You can see that this is a very old version of Among Us. Oh sure, press the wrong one. It's okay, just press Ctrl Z and you're good. If you want, you can also press Ctrl Shift Z if you want to redo it. But in my case, I don't want to redo it. Oh god. Don't press Ctrl and zoom. That's gonna like make you zoom in and out. If you want to scroll, just press Alt and scroll out. FA. Bam. This time I'm going to be using the pendulum. If you want, you can go twice, but like you can see that it doesn't end the beat like that. So this is where we also get interesting. We grabbed in one of the Among Us videos, but we cut it from a completely different timeline, so that way it will look like it's a different video. But those who are my biggest fans and know my videos almost by heart, they can tell. So now let's look at the video again. Wait. If you don't know why I chose the pendulum, I think you can see now that you can find these in like very popular TikToks and stuff, where they're like comparing stuff. But now like you can see this This is not good. Like, come on. You really just want one video all the time? So this is where I'm going to spice things up a bit. So this is where we grab another track. But like, now look, this guy moves back. That's the problem. That's why we have copying. We take it back here. Now come on, this guy's gonna also interrupt. That's where we make this guy completely invisible. Now this guy's on the thing there. Let's make sure. Yep. And then we bring this over here. Pull it out. And now look, the animation is different. So we pull it. And look, it's still full. That's where we do this. I'm gonna put it over here. And now look at this guy. But like, let's bring it back to the center for a bit so we can measure the size. So we gotta bring it over there. Be sure you mark it with your finger so you will be able to notice. And bam. Now you can like place things on positions you want to. But make sure it doesn't overlap. If it does, like let's say I overlapped it like this. Like, watch how it ends up. You can see this video is getting kind of hidden, which nobody ever wants. That's why we're going to keep this guy over here and this guy over here. Now it's not overlapping. So if it doesn't overlap, see, that's nice, that's smooth. It's just cool and smooth. Now let's say we wanted another one, something like that, but three, but they are all connected to the middle one. Lucky for us, CapCut already has something set as a preset like that, known as the triplet set. There's a triplet 1 and a triplet 2. So let's say we're going to use that this time. So now that we've finished Among Us, let's switch up to Bed Wars. And by Bed Wars, I mean Minecraft Bed Wars, okay? Don't think I'm going to be going for Roblox Bed Wars. Ew. Let's go back. Oh, I'm a bit too far back. Alright, bam. So we're gonna use. And where's the next one? Ah, yes. My first Minecraft video. And this time we're going to use this too. So now, if we look at this, that transition is smooth. Now let's switch up the games again. Now that because we are done with that. Now, as you can see, we have added every game except for one, Geometry Dash. So let's start off with my first Geometry Dash video. That other than that one time I was playing with Neoblade Quantum. That one video I played probably. Man, that level was good. Until I found a person. I think you know the drill from here. Just find the bass, snare or clap. So now if we look at this guy, we still have this. So now let's choose a transition. I'm thinking we go for the bounce. I know this bounce to somewhere. Ah yeah, there it is. We're gonna get that for the next one. Now let's go this one, my second one. We're gonna choose this end of that. And no, we're not gonna add edge glow because that's gonna be very bad on intros. So now this is where we add bounce. Alright, so let's say So just to be sure it's going good, this is what you do. You go all the way back and watch it and make sure you have made no mistakes. Now, now I bet you're going to be thinking, why Ultimate Tram? You're just going for one time with both of the videos on the same time? Okay, I'll hear you out for this one. So, I'm gonna do it again. I think you already know how to do it at this point. Again, that's going to be annoying. This time let's choose different corners. But like for now, let's just keep it at that. Mark it. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna put you up there. And I'm gonna put you down there. Now look, it's a bit far. That's where we bring these in a bit closer. So put the finger on the middle and put the 2 dots on the middle. There you go. Now you get something like this. Seems nice, eh? But now you might be wondering, Ultimate Cheyenne, it's not that smooth. That's where we switch it up. Sorry, I bet you didn't hear me on that one. I said we will go for pendulum. So now you can see it's like this. See, it's smooth. Always keep it smooth. Nobody wants to see something that ain't smooth, bro. But look, we've finished every game now, but the intro ain't finished. Now this is where like you listen and see if it starts off with the same loop. In this case it does. So now we cut it, and now of course everyone wants to fade it in. So like if we like, you can see this like the bottom part like switching up a bit. But like I bet it's best for you like you zoom out a bit and you want to mark the spot where you want it to fade. But like look, it only goes that far. So that's fine. But now look. Now look at how this sounds. Still, you can barely notice the fading. That's where you up it a bit. And now look at this. You can notice the fading a bit. But we also wanted to fade in. That's where we have the same thing happening. But still, it's low. That's we up it, and that's why we up it a bit again. So now it's going to be like this. And the ending. So let's look at our result here. You can see it's ending out pretty nice. But now you might be wondering, what about that ending part? Now this, okay, I'll hear you out. So let's go back up and let's look for one effect that closes. Like this one, TV off, but like that's not slow. We need something slower. Yes, that's nice. In this case we need to like shove it over there. And also do not let it go too far. Like that. And now look at, but look, it's still there. So we bring it back over here. Looks small, right? Bring it, zoom it in. But we also see that it's fading from here. So then just bring it over here. And now look at how this sounds. But like, look, the fading is like going out a bit. That's where we make sure it's perfect. See, it's going perfectly now. And you can also notice it's perfectly like that. So yeah, you can see. But now you might be wondering, what about the text? That's where we actually are about to start. But remember, don't bring the starting text too far. But like in this case, I guess the welcome thing we don't need to do. So let's just bring it over here. Now I bet all the noobs are going to be like, well, Ultimate Cheyenne, how do you add those animations? You go up here and click animations, bro. Just calm down. And then you go on loop. You want something to loop. And like, we can go with something like that, but like, look at how the text stands up. You think that's even readable? That's why we're gonna switch it up a bit. Let's see. Ah yeah, this seems nice. That's fast. Okay, that's just too fast. We need something perfect. Oh, I think I get it. Alright, so I think if you, I don't know if you are getting what I'm trying to do, but I'll do it. So, in my case, I like to do all of this in capital letters as it gives a good nice stuff on the font. Alright. So now let's go over to the effects, and we need to like find ourselves a good one. In my case, I remember seeing one somewhere over here. Ah yes, there it is. This is my one. But now look, it's covering the whole screen. We don't want that. We put it up at like a corner or a side, like that. And now look at how this ends up. See, that's nice. But look, the animation's now too slow. And now that's way too fast. We just keep it like that, bro. And then let's copy and then paste. We go back to animations and we switch it. But this time remember to switch up the side. And now let's switch up the animation once again. So this time something different. Let's look for one over here. I don't know if I'm using one. Oh, I think this is. Oh yeah, that's nice. But now look, it's still in the same position. Bring it up to a different spot. You can use the same animation as many times as you want, but in this case I'm just gonna use it twice. No sure. Always remember, never leave this text in the same spot. Now again, let's copy paste. Make sure it's not too long nor too short. Now let's switch up the animation again. I'm gonna go with a flip. Now look, that's not a good animation like that. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm gonna place it up at the corner over here for no reason. And this time I'm gonna place it on the bottom. Make sure it's not too far, as it's not gonna look good if it is. Let's say we did put it too far though. Now that's how it's gonna look. You can see, you can barely read it. That's why there's a little border on that. Make sure that border never crosses like the whole video screen. If it does, that's gonna be bad. So now look at this. See, that's nice. Now let's say we want it on this one, because now there's two videos. That's a problem. But we can solve it. Now look, I was thinking like, so you can rotate the texts. So I'll just put it like that, and let's go into the spot where they're closest. Like that. Now look at how this ends up. See, that's nice. But like, the animation is not that same. So we just switch it. Like, as you can see, the music is like a happy tone. So you have to make sure the texts also like go with it. You don't want the texts to be like, all right, this is a rude one, let's go with it. If the music is happy, you have to make sure the texts and the videos also are representing something happy. If the music is like something like funk, which is like bad and rude, well, okay, I'm not blaming it or anything, but like something like that, as it expresses like something like that, you have to make the texts also show aggression. You get it? So, okay, let's press that back. Okay. Now we are just going to shove it up there. Now we're going to shove it down here. Now look. That seems nice. So for this one, I say we bring the horizontal close to the one above, so it's also going to shut the text. But I say we do the same thing over here. But look, we rotate it this time, like that. Now go to the spot where it's like that. Well, we can just keep it like that anyways. And now for the final result. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one. And please be sure you subscribe. We are already halfway there to 2,000 subscribers. So please, I beg you, just subscribe. Oh yeah, make sure it doesn't also go too far. Just like seriously, just subscribe, man. We need it. Anyways, also be sure you give this video a like. Be sure you also hit the noti bell so you will never miss out on another video. Later.